Farming is definitely a way to keep you connected and grounded and remind you that you're not in control.
There's a sense of peace here at Kiepersol Estates Winery, a trust that this land will continue to provide.
We kid around, but it's probably not a joke, and say, you know, God knew we needed a good spot to plant His vineyard.
20 years ago, the DeVette family hand-planted their first grapevines in Bullard. Just a father and 2 daughters who immigrated from South Africa in the 80s.
We wanted a place where we could utilize our God-given talents and have a place that can keep us all. So Kiepersol means keep us all.
Marnell Durrett oversees the winemaking, while sister Velmay Power handles finances. Their shared dream has grown into a more than 60-acre vineyard, a distillery, restaurant, and several venues.
This will be another place in East Texas that the East Texans will be proud of, and that the good Lord will be proud of.
It's still very hard to talk about Him because there's this cantaloupe that grows in your throat.
3 years after Pierre's death, his legacy remains at the heart of the operation.
I think the biggest change since Daddy's passing and taking on leadership roles is acknowledging where our strength comes from and not leaning on an earthly father, but leaning on a heavenly Father.
It's Pierre who's credited with sowing the seeds of their Christian faith. Marnell says that's what sustains their family and business through the hardest seasons of life.
When you lean on God, you start to see His work in your life. And that's really the meaning of faith. And this is a little bit more mature right here.
More than tending the fruit of the earth, Marnell wants Kiepersol to embody values discovered through the power of prayer.
It changes how you look at the guest. It changes the perspective that you have. And whenever you are working and living and producing a product, growing a product, serving a guest from a point of gratitude of the ability, we get to shine God's light.
Summer harvest is almost here. With it, another opportunity to honor their patriarch and pass on his passion in every new vintage. Luckie, East Texas News Weekend.